Close your eyes for a moment and imagine standing on a frozen mountain where deathly silence surrounds you, icy winds scream through the darkness, and the cold feels sharp enough to cut your skin. In the middle of this frozen night, 9 young hikers suddenly wake up inside their tent, not to open the entrance, but to slash the tent from the inside with knives, abandoning their shoes, warm clothes, and food, and running barefoot into the deadly snow. There is no visible enemy, no wild animal, and no sound of attack, yet whatever they sensed was so terrifying that they chose freezing to death over staying inside their shelter. This is the Dyatlov Pass, the only mystery in the world that defeated science, governments, and human logic all at once. You are watching Zee Mystery, a channel where we do not just tell stories, but uncover real events that challenge everything we believe about reality. Today's video is not just about an accident, it is about one of the darkest and most disturbing unsolved mysteries in human history. The story begins in the year 1959, when 10 students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute in the Soviet Union set out on a dangerous winter expedition. These were not careless tourists, but highly trained hikers, engineers, and students with experience surviving extreme cold and deadly mountain conditions. The group was led by Igor Dyatlov, a responsible, intelligent, and fearless leader trusted by everyone in the team. This expedition was not for fun, but a serious challenge that required skill, discipline, and courage, and success would earn them a high-level certification. During the journey, one member named Yuri fell seriously ill and was forced to turn back. He was heartbroken by this decision, unaware that returning would save his life. The remaining 9 hikers continued forward, and this was the last time they were ever seen alive. On the night of January 31st, the group pitched their tent on a mountain slope known locally as Kholat Syakh, which translates to the Mountain of the Dead. Local tribes avoided this area, believing that no one who stayed there would return alive. That night, the 9 hikers went to sleep for the last time. When the group failed to return, a search operation was launched. Rescuers eventually discovered a tent standing on the mountain, but its condition was deeply disturbing. The tent was intact from the outside, yet it had been slashed open from the inside in multiple places. All shoes, jackets, food supplies, and equipment were still inside the tent, while footprints leading away showed people walking barefoot into the snow. The footprints were calm and organized, suggesting that no one was chasing them and no struggle had taken place. A short distance from the tent, the first 2 bodies were found beneath a tree, barely clothed, with burned hands indicating they had tried desperately to start a fire. Farther away, the body of Igor Dyatlov was discovered lying face down, positioned as if he had been crawling back toward the tent in his final moments. Later, more bodies were found buried under snow, revealing injuries that shocked even experienced investigators. Some victims had crushed skulls, others had ribs broken from the inside, one woman was missing her tongue, and several had no eyes. The most disturbing detail was that none of these injuries showed signs of external violence or struggle. During the investigation, experts discovered dangerous levels of radiation on the clothing of some victims. This revelation transformed the case from a tragic incident into something far more disturbing and suspicious. The question became unavoidable. How did radiation appear in one of the most remote mountain regions on Earth? Some experts blamed an avalanche, yet the tent was not buried and the footprints remained visible. Others suggested secret military experiments, especially since witnesses reported strange glowing orbs in the sky that same night. Some scientists proposed the infrasound theory, which claims that certain wind patterns can generate low-frequency sounds that trigger panic, hallucinations, and uncontrollable fear in humans. And then there are those who believe the cause was something unknown, something humanity has not yet discovered or accepted. Every theory answers one question but creates 10 new ones. The Soviet government released a final report stating that the hikers died due to unknown compelling natural forces. The case was closed, the files were sealed, and further investigation was discouraged, but the truth was never revealed. 9 young people who began their journey with laughter, dreams, and confidence returned only as questions and silence. Even today, those who visit Dyatlov Pass say the wind sounds like whispers, as if the mountain itself is trying to tell its story. Perhaps this mystery will never be solved, but it will forever remind us that some truths are buried too deep for humanity to uncover. If you enjoy real stories filled with mystery, darkness, and unanswered questions, subscribe to Zee Mystery. Like this video and comment below with your theory about what truly happened at Dyatlov Pass.